Hi, Advait. We've got a really hot topic now, which I know a lot of people here are really eager to dig into. So we have Advait Danke, who will be speaking next, and he will be demystifying the NFT market and to share how creatives can take advantage of this evolving space. Advait is a true master of so many skills, so we're really excited to hear what Advait has got to say today. Advait, over to you.
Hey, first of all, thank you for the invitation. And I'm very inspired by the range of speakers and diversification that we are having in the 80/20 Summit. It's really beautiful. And really thank you for the audience, for the live people who are joining from Facebook and Zoom to take out the time and give us the opportunity to present our space. So NFTs. So let me know in the comment box who has tried NFTs and might have failed doing that. Or you might have bought certain collection of NFTs, or you are completely new in the, you are listening this the word for the first time. NFTs or crypto or blockchain technology, or what is this fad about digital art? So let me know in the comment box. People joining from Facebook, you can share that in the live stream as well. Okay, great. Awesome. So Kalina, you tried one NFT. Rajan, you need to know more. Got it. Rachna, you heard about the NFTs and you're interested in learning more. Got it. Craig, I know about NFTs, but I have not ventured. Got it. Okay. Ekta, okay, you heard about digital art from you. Okay, that's very new. Even though digital art has been there since the technological space of internet. Okay, Anupa says, I'm a newbie. Tell me more. Okay, awesome. Just had to Google it. Okay, great. So, as we have joined here, and this is going to be a very exciting topic because the entire space of NFTs is actually revolutionizing the space of artists and creativity. Can I have the hosting rights so that I can share the screen? Okay, great. Thank you, Judith, for sharing, and thank you for everyone who are active in the chat box, in the comment box. Thank you so much. And thank you for the access. So let's deep dive into the topic, NFTs for artists, demystifying NFTs for artists. And I'll share something about me as well. So I have been into the creative industry myself, into the music entertainment aspect as a DJ, as a performing artist, as a music producer, since my, you can say, early age of academics. I have toured most of the Indian subcontinent to perform as a DJ and a music artist. And at the same time, there have been some great changes in my life through which I have now ventured completely into the art and science of spirituality, into sound healing. And I conduct keynote sessions across brands, communities, and to individuals to help them enhance their spiritual vibrations and to help balance their state of their mind and the body through the vibrational technology. And at the marketing end, I have been a mindful marketer. I have helping many brands to align their technological aspect, their digital transformation since the last 5+ years. So that has been some things about me, and have ventured into the space of creativity, into technology, and now into the entire space of Web3, which is the next evolution. All the experts say the Web3 is the upcoming evolution of the internet. So the space of Web3 or NFTs is going to get matured who in the next upcoming decade. And as a creative artist, visual artist, designers, it is very important for us to invest some time to know what can be created out of this space, what kind of opportunities exists for digital art. So let's deep dive into the world of Web3. There are some buzzwords around Web3 as well, right from blockchain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, decentralization, NFTs, the metaverse gaming, and so on and so forth. So what we are going to explore in this summit, in this topic, why art is valuable. Of course, all of you guys are prominent artists and art enthusiasts, so you might be knowing much more about why an art piece is very valuable to the consumers or to your audience. But we will explore how come the digital art is enhancing that space, how come the technological advances in the blockchain space is helping the digital art to have that valuable asset as well. And then we'll explore what are the top NFT projects, the science behind of NFTs, and so on and so forth. We'll have a demo of walkthrough as well of how artists are creating their art exhibitions, auction houses into the metaverse. So let me know in the comment box if you are excited for the same. So why art is valuable? So authenticity. Of course, what sets apart a original piece is the authenticity, the provenance, as you might have been dealing with, how the history has been belonging to a particular art piece, what has been the historical significance for that particular story of the art or that asset, what is the popularity and the backstory of the artist, and what is the social status. Let's say people get into the auctions, people buy art pieces for the social status as well, to flaunt of, I'm a collector, to get the collectibles, and at the same time love and passion for the art. And of course there are so much more factors on why art is really valuable. So you can also share in the comment box from your experience and expertise, why do you consider art as a valuable asset? Is it just to flaunt off, or is it for your love and passion for the art and creativity? For me, it is the love and passion for the art and creativity. And of course, the beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. I truly believe in this statement, in which the perceived value of any kind of art can be enhanced by certain factors. So let me know in the comment box, why do you think art is really valuable? And how come the digital art is now enhancing this space? So typically, when we consider the computer language or the algorithms, any digital asset, let it be art or music or video, it is represented in binary language, zeros and ones, in the world of software and computer language. And this is where, in the early days of internet or even during the last decade, any kind of digital asset can be replicated. Like we can just copy paste it, we can take a screenshot it, and we can share it across our community. Is it not so? And that is where earlier the digital assets could be copied and replicated, thus losing its value and ownership. But now, with the intervention of blockchain technology, the NFTs, which states for non-fungible token, and the immersive digitization of all the industries, what does the blockchain technology allows us to do? It creates a proof of ownership. It creates a traceability factor in which that asset cannot be replicated. It stays true to its ownership value. And that is where the rarity and the exclusivity comes into the picture with the intervention of blockchain technology. So if I have a digital asset which is based on a blockchain technology and which is an NFT, now NFT can be anything, right from an art to a music piece to a video asset to even GIFs. But considering our summit, that particular art NFT or the crypto art cannot be then replicated. It will stay true to its particular unique address. So that helps us to trace back the ownership. We can also hard code the royalties. Nowadays, as an artist, we can understand the section of royalties or the IP is very tough to trace back, but we can hard code the royalties back into the NFT programming. And that makes us a very exclusive opportunity for artists to explore this blockchain digital art. So let me know if you guys are comfortable with this speed and with this space, and if this is making sense to you guys. So in short, an NFT cannot be replicated. It will stay true to its value, and we can trace back the ownership, thus adding on to the value and the originality of the digital asset. And all because the blockchain technology is based on decentralization. So all the transactions, let's say if I buy an asset from one owner to another owner to a tertiary owner, all the transactions can be recorded and they are public. So it is a very authentic proof of ownership and proof of transference as well. So just to give you a sheer amount of value of how the marketplace is evolving, NFT market just in 2021 was worth more than $41 billion, and the valuation keeps on rising. Every week, more than 10 to 20 million dollars worth of NFTs are sold on the blockchain space. So this is the opportunity for any kind of an artist to utilize this space, and we'll explore what exactly does it mean. So let me know, guys, if this is adding value and this is making sense, and the speed is making sense. So this is kind of a virtual example of how the 3D exhibitions and galleries look like. It is literally an immersive space. Let's say when we have a physical uh, gallery exhibition, we do go there. We, let's say if I like a particular piece of art, I can buy it in my physical space and I can showcase it at my home, or let's say in my office or workplace. But what if now we are living two lives? One is the physical reality, and at the same time we are also living the digital reality. We care the digital avatars, how we represent on the social media platforms, right? Is it not so? The physical reality is very much important for us, but the digital reality, the digital avatars, has also become a day and day for us. And that brings us to some of the trends which are going in the marketplace, right from the top of the artists to music artists to brands are moving on to this space. And there are varieties of NFTs getting getting created, and NFTs can create a immersive transaction between the digital world and the physical world. So let's say if I buy an NFT, where you can see here the top airline, they are launching NFTs and they are creating an experience of how they can book tickets and how their entire industry of airplane ticketing looks like, and they are giving discounts those who are getting that NFTs. So similarly, artists are having the same kind of opportunities here. There are different kinds of NFTs, right from the collectibles to real historical significant art pieces, to sports, to artworks, to memes as well. So lots and lots of advances are happening in this space, and it is getting adopted by top of the brands, you name it, and they are on the NFTs now. So quiz time. Let me know, what do you think from these four artworks is the most NFT, the most expensive NFT ever sold? First is the CryptoPunk NFT. The second is the 5,000 Days by Beeple. The third is the exciting NFT, and the fourth one again. Okay, so people are saying one, two, fourth. Okay, okay, second. So I'll share the answer. The answer is third, and I'll share some details about that particular NFT. So the third NFT was created by the artist called as Pack, and it is named as the Merge, and it got sold for $91 million. So 91.8 million to be exact. And it was auctioned and it got sold to 28,000 collectors. So that particular NFT got sold for $91.8 million. Can you believe that? This NFT. It is called as Parks the Merge. Crazy stuff. And if we see the evolution of web right from the 1990s to the 2022, so the earlier web was all about read only. We could only read. It was not much of interaction. The web 2.0, which currently we are into that space technically, all the social media platforms, the engagement platforms. So that is kind of a participatory world and a centralized medium. But now the web 3 evolution, which is the next era of evolution. It is all going to be decentralization, where there will be no middle aggregators, there will be no intermediaries. And that brings that special effect of blockchain technology, in which the physical world is getting much more interactive with the virtual and the digital world, and vice versa. The digital world is also communicating with the physical world. So imagine if you are selling an art in the physical world, and the same NFT or the same digital replica is getting created in the virtual world, where people can buy it as an NFT and showcase it in their virtual real estates, in their virtual land, or they can use as one of their avatar assets in their game or in their virtual metaverses. So imagine the kind of the opportunities which can be utilized in the blockchain technology. So let's deep dive. I hope this is making much more sense. Awesome. The potential is mind blowing. Absolutely, absolutely. There is. So just to give you a brief about, what is blockchain, we will not go into technical jargons, but to understand at a very high level. So initially, let's say if I want to transact with you guys, I will have to have a central authority of transaction. It can be any kind of financial institution. Let's take an example in the artistic world. If you want to release an art, there would be a middle aggregators. Can you name some aggregators which you have been dealing with? Let's say it can be the distributors, it can be the exhibitionaries, it can be the financial institutions themselves coming as aggregators, and they are taking away certain percentages through the supply chain. But what blockchain is doing for us, it is removing all the intermediaries. It is making us decentralized. So centralization versus the decentralization. So blockchain is helping us to directly connect with the audience, with the user himself, or with the exchanger himself or herself. And all the transactions, we cannot see the transactions by a central authority. We cannot ask them as well that can you show the ledger inside your bank. We cannot. We can only see our transaction. We cannot see a transaction made by a third party user or another anonymous users. But on the blockchain, we can literally see each and every transaction on the public ledger. So that makes blockchain a transparent use case, a technology in which there are no intermediaries. There is a direct interaction with the user and with the exchanger, or the buyer and the consumer. And all the transactions are immutable, in which there is a kind of a network of blockchain through which all the transactions are getting stored on the nodes. So who controls it? So there is the concept of decentralization, autonomous organizations. So there is the community which comes together, forms the protocol, and the community basically owns. So technically no one owns it, but the consensus, the community's role of taking the votes and protocols, and community decides the roadmap. So it is kind of a community driven approach. So no one technically owns it. It is open source. So literally all the network in which the blockchain is operating gets the transaction records. So if I want to cheat, let's say on the blockchain, I cannot, because my transaction records are getting traced back in each and every node of the network. I hope this is not getting very much technical or confusing. So let me know in the comment box. So in a way, how can blockchain revolutionize this art space? So it is the direct line to the audience. It will help us to monetize the digital content to its traceability factor. It can help us to decentralize the art exchanges, auction houses, and all the uh, practices which are happening in the art space. Then the artship ownership, the artwork ownership provenance, creating self-sustaining projects in the art space, authenticity and transparency, hard-coded royalties, and global reach once again, and again high level security. So these are one of the advantages through which how blockchain is now helping us to get into the art space or the creative industry itself. So now the question topic is, what are NFTs now? NFTs literally stand for non-fungible tokens. So these tokens basically, they are very unique. And these tokens can be of any kind: art, ticket, video, GIF, image. And these tokens are basically the proof of ownership, a proof of unique address. So when I purchase a crypto art or an NFT art, that gets registered on my wallet and my specific address of Web3. And that address now cannot be replicated. That particular art piece now cannot be replicated. That is the true value and proof of ownership of NFTs. And this is the new age of digital assets. So let's take an example. So what is the fungible and non-fungible aspect? Let's deep dive into this real money or the cash example. Now, these are the fungible assets. If I have $1, I can have any another $1 of the same currency value. And no matter if I'm having that $1, if or someone else is having the $1, the value stays same. And that is the fungible aspect. Now, what is the non-fungible aspect? The non-fungible aspect is where it is very unique and it cannot be replicated. So there is the non-fungible aspect and there is the fungible aspect. And I hope this is making it very clear. So in the real world, if the painting of Mona Lisa is there, it is a non-fungible asset because that particular art piece cannot be replicated. Now we can take their digital screens or their images. Now that becomes a fungible asset. But that single piece of Mona Lisa, that cannot be duplicated. That is only one there is. And similarly, in the digital space, that can be enhanced by utilizing the concepts of NFTs. I hope this is making sense now with this example. So in the real world, we can have this example of Mona Lisa painting, and in the digital world, an NFT, which cannot be replicated and duplicated. More examples of this kind in the fungible aspect, dollars or money, or even in the crypto space, one Bitcoin and another Bitcoin, they can be duplicated. They are fungible. Now, what is non-fungible? A rare painting, a rare car, and the NFTs and the IP rights. So these are the non-fungible aspects. And this is why all the hype, because NFTs play a pivotal role in creating the scarcity and uniqueness. It is the proof of ownership. Through the ownership of the digital art, it creates the digital original, or else in the digital art space, we can replicate any kind of art, but NFTs cannot be replicated. And this is the much more needed space in the creative industry right now, in which it can be publicly verifiable and it is immutable, in which it cannot be changed. And it is only attributed to a specific user or a digital wallet. So I hope this is making sense now when we are having some examples, and we can literally correlate NFTs as the digital KYCs now. These are the proof of verification now. And there are some of the characteristics of NFTs in which they are rare, they are unique, they are indivisible. All the artworks that we are seeing, they are only one of a kind. They cannot be duplicated. And they are immutable and they are tied to that ownership. So what can be the NFTs? It can be a single shot, it can be digital identity, it can be graphical collectibles, it can be video collectibles, it can be artist collectibles, it can be in-game assets, it can be real world ticketing or coupons, it can be virtual lands as well. And what are the industries touched by the NFTs? Right from the fashion to the trade shows to the product launches to the sports, everything has been touched by NFTs. So quick question once again, what do you think is the category of NFTs getting the most sold out aspect? Are they the art and collectibles, metaverse assets, sports assets, or gaming assets? Okay, gaming assets. Okay, Robert says gaming assets. Guys, we are into the art summit, so you will be really excited to listen this answer. It is art and collectibles. More than 70% of the trade volume of NFTs are dominated by art and collectibles. All kind of artworks, digital assets into the art. All the collections, how Craig listed here, Board Ape Yacht Club. So all the collections are nothing but the art. And this is one of the core applications for you guys. Collectibles and museum artifacts, right from the virtual exhibitions of museums, art galleries, auction houses, and then to having that ownership of collectibles. Even the use of blockchain nowadays are utilized into the ticketing aspect as well. All the transaction properties are sold on the blockchain and on NFTs. So I hope this is making sense now, and how artists are leveraging the space now for having that direct connection with their audience, with their community, your fan base, establishing new income streams. You have that enhanced engagement for your brand. As an artist, you are a brand yourself, a community to connect, exclusivity, social status, encouraging UGC, which is user generated content, in which your community supports you and creates more content for you, raising money for charitable purposes, connecting NFTs to your core products once again, to your core collection and collectibles, and immersive commerce. So it is about creating newer and newer experiences for your audience. And these are some of the examples in which you can see literally how the NFTs are showcased. So these are all the digital metaverses or the art exhibitions in which the artworks are listed for sale, and we can directly buy while exploring the 3D art gallery. Isn't this exciting? So imagine, instead of you physically going into the gallery or the museum, you're traveling in a digital world of metaverse, and all the NFTs are listed. Your NFTs are listed, and people are literally buying and experiencing a new touch point for your art. And these are some of the examples of metaverses and the marketplaces of how the NFTs are getting listed and sold and auctioned into the 3D space. And imagine, in the going world of metaverse, every single individual will have their own digital home or digital real asset or a digital art gallery. And they will have an option here. If you see, this particular individual is having a Board Ape Yacht Club NFT in his house. So imagine the opportunity. And being a digital immersive world, as in the physical world, we have restrictions, right? But in the digital world, there are no as such restrictions of creating 3D spaces. And everything can be traced back to the original owner and the creator. Isn't this beautiful, guys? All the issues that you might be facing as an artist is getting fixed by the blockchain technology, and it is having much more ripple effect, like how this famous art gallery, you might all be knowing the name. So they have created a digital replica in Decentraland metaverse. Exciting, right? And this is just, some of the brands who have been active enough and aggressive enough to move into this space. So let's take a fast look at which are the top most expensive NFTs ever sold based on the communities. So Save 1,000 Lives. thousands of lives, $4.5 million. It got sold back in May 2021. So this is the right side is the NFT actually, and the price which we are declaring. So this was an exciting, like a code-based image. This changed everything. So that got sold for $5.4 million back in June 2021. So it was to an anonymous user via Sotheby. Beeple, a very famous crypto artist, the Crossroad art got sold for $6.6 million. So all these actually NFTs are getting sold in millions and millions of dollars, and they are creating the value in the blockchain space. So all I can see all the questions in the chat box. We will have the specific Q&A round as well. So this is Art Blocks Ringers. So $6.93 million. This is an X copy. Right click and save as a guy. So this got sold for $7.09 million. Now this is the CryptoPunk, one of the collections from the CryptoPunk, $11.75 million. Crazy stuff. Again, from the same collectibles, CryptoPunk hashtag 5822. So $23.7 million. Again, Human One by Beeple once again, $29.98 million. And then the first 5,000 days, $69 million. And this, because of this particular, the NFT, the trend of NFT got kicked back again in 2021. So $69 million, and that's just crazy. And then the merge, $91.8 million, auctioned by 28,983 buyers. And there are a couple of projects. So we will also discuss how you guys can get into the NFTs now, into auctioning or bidding or selling and creating. And these are some of the projects, CryptoPunks, Board Ape Art Club. So all these NFTs are basically community driven projects in which community is coming together, forming their exclusive clubs and commodities and rules and protocols, and they are getting auctioned or sold with the particular NFTs and the digital assets. And furthermore, they are creating their entire metaverses together. And Azuki is one of the most hyped project. Again, it's a very creative project. And if we understand and study a little bit about Azuki, so they just don't have a digital artwork, but they have 7 principles behind their NFT space. So right from how they can have their design principle, their mission and vision, their community vision, and how they are bringing back the metaverse and tying up with the physical world. So collectibles, tickets, coupons, record labels, and they are creating a bridge between immersive world and the physical world. So this is how the NFT space is getting leveraged. And I hope you guys are getting value from this particular um, talk and the subject matter. Again, World of Women. This is a very special project in the world of NFTs, and it celebrates the values of representation, inclusivity, and equal opportunities within the world of non-fungible tokens and crypto. So let's have in the last couple of minutes how you guys can have create NFTs, NFT art, and we'll have the Q&A round as well. So before beginning with the NFTs as an individual, you can literally have any kind of an artwork and you can go on the marketplace and sell it off. But who would discover that, right? If we just start to list individual artworks on the marketplaces, it is very hard to get discovered. So this is where, as an artist, you can create a concept, a storyline, a concept behind your backstory for the NFT collections. And then you can have a roadmap. You can decide the platform. You can decide on which chains you want to release on, which marketplace is very suitable for your brand story and the collectible story. And then you can create a community around that concept. So as an artist, it becomes very important to understand this basic principles of NFT strategy. So as a single individual creator or individual contributor, yes, you can go on the marketplace. But if you want to really have that big essence or the big name in the NFT space, it has to go through these steps and processes. Or else you can connect with NFT studios or digital studios or brands who are actually very active in the NFT space and collaborate with them. Like how some of the top projects that we saw, they are collaborating with very known digital artists and NFT artists and even crypto artists to create their projects into the real world and into the digital world as well. So this process typically involves, it is not a very technological hard process, but it's a very simple application of, as if you are going on Amazon and booking your, a product, and it is coming and shipping onto your home. It is as simple as that, guys. And of course there are many applications, as rightly I said. You can connect, collaborate with different artists, different communities, different brands and design studios. And there are many such applications in every industry right now for NFTs. So the space has providing immense opportunities. And this is how the process of NFT purchasing looks like. So you connect it with the Web3 wallet, you go to the marketplace, you select which of the NFTs you want to bid or auction for, and you pay the transaction fees and the fees for the NFT. And then you get the ownership of that particular NFT, which gets recorded on the blockchain, and the transaction is complete. And for the NFT minting, so right from preparing your own asset, setting up the wallet, setting up the price options. How do you want to price it? You want to price the auctioning way or the bidding way, or one kind of a price to your NFT art, setting up the royalties for the particular NFTs or the collection, and then you mint it. So there is a process called as minting it. So minting is nothing but you uploading it on the marketplace. And now when the minting is ready, it is ready for you to get auctioned or sold into the digital space of NFTs and blockchain. So I hope, guys, this has been a valuable session. And these are some of the top marketplaces there are, right from OpenSea, Rarible, Mintable, NFT Gateway, Super Rare. Super Rare is very important for you guys, and Foundation. So these two are like, very artistic driven. So Super Rare and Foundation, they are supporting many of the artists, and they are creating good space around the same. And now coming to the last part. So we at Socially actually, with the organization that I work with into the space of Web3 and NFT and blockchain and metaverse. So we are creating metaverse for artists called as Artistically. So in which we are empowering all the artists and creators to showcase their digital gallery, powered by our blockchain. So I would like to show that and end that with the demo. So you will actually see that right away. So let me know if the screen is visible back again. So this is the NFT gallery which we created, and I'm going into a full screen now. And this is the digital avatar. So now imagine all the NFTs this digital avatar can wear. You know, this particular Advait of me in digital world can wear a particular NFT collectibles of shirt, or the jeans, or sneakers, or hats, or helmets, and those can be NFTs. Now here all the different artists, they listed their artworks for their exhibition, and information about the artist we can see here. Now this is the second artist here, and one of their NFTs here in the 3D space. This is Dilek with her NFT. This is Ishita with her NFT. This is Logic with his NFT here. And the potential is so more. This is Perrin with her NFTs, and we can explore all the art gallery here. So there are different spaces in this art gallery, and we are expanding this space. So let me know, guys, what do you think of this artistically? Cool, right? So awesome. Now I think we are open for some Q&As, and I hope the entire keynote was a value add, and you can connect me. I'm available. You can just search my name and you can connect with me on various social platforms. And if you want, us guys to help you craft your NFT strategy, uh, you know, connect with me and we can talk about that. Thank you so much.
Amazing. I don't know how everybody else is feeling. I'm totally blown away. There was so much content in there. I feel I need to watch the whole thing again because you definitely demystified so many myths that were in my mind. And you actually made it sound so easy and doable with your step-by-step process. So I want to have a go. I'll be honest, I haven't done any of this NFT work, but I think there's quite a few on the chat as well. There's people sharing how they would love to create something of their own just to explore this whole world.
Absolutely, absolutely. For experimentation, I would really encourage for everyone, even if you guys think that you are not technologically sound, but if you explore this, the thinking and the next decade of a trend, so much more can be explored in your creativity as well, because the technological creativity goes hand in hand with our creativity aspect as well. So as the humanity is evolving, it is seen and demonstrated in all the areas of life as well. So I really believe in that faith, that if we want to really explore our creativity, we should be open for new and new experimentations, because this is where our creativity can get unlocked.
Absolutely. And Advait, I used to think, I was quite skeptical of the NFT market initially, thinking it's another one of those fads and, it's all going to die down eventually. But looking at some of the videos you shared and some of the content, it really made me realize that this is actually the future. When I saw those virtual galleries and virtual spaces, and, when you said the actual person walking is an NFT itself, that is something that really, really excites me. And I definitely want to explore further. So for anybody out there, if anybody wants to explore this further or has any more questions, I'm sure there's going to be lots and lots of questions. Send them to Advait, or anything you have, just please do share. We'd love to get all the questions in and Advait will answer them. So thank you very, very, very much, Advait.